Hi everybody, it's December 30th, 2025. Um, Walking through life in a peaceful manner, in a centered manner, is what all of us are told to prescribe ourselves in order to feel well and to feel healthy, and to feel healthy holistically in all aspects. And they tell us to walk calmly and centered through life and uh, just present. But what I've gleaned from that is that the way to that kind of peaceful walk through life, you have to go through tribulations. It's not prescribed, it's not given to you just because you want to be peaceful, just because you want to be centered and present. No matter how big your need to be that way is, you must go through trials and you must go through experiences that are going to be completely volatile sometimes. They're going to unnerve you. They're going to scare you. They're going to put shame in the very depth of your soul when you're just trying to walk through life peacefully. And a lot of people take that route to try to avoid these occurrences in life. But the way I found is that when you try to avoid those occurrences, it's like your spirit is detached from you, and it's clawing at you. It's suffocating you because you are avoiding the processes that it takes to get to that peaceful state. It's attacking you, it's antagonizing you, it's whispering doom in your ear because you aren't handling your problems. And it doesn't matter if you're trying to get to a peaceful life, that part of your soul or that part of your being is going to be attacking you until you settle the issues that are pertinent to your experience. So yes, wanting to walk through life peacefully and centered, that's a good goal to ascribe to. But in terms of living in this realm, we can't escape the dog-eared issues that we have to settle and that we have to learn from. And I'm not saying that this world, you can't find peace in this world, because our ancestors, our spiritual prophets from before, from history, have told us that we can, and I believe that. But the way that life is, you won't be worthy of upholding a peaceful life, of upholding a wisdom-filled life, if you have no experience, if you have no conditioning to get there. So that gets me to thinking about training, chaotic training. What I found is that once the chaotic training of adulthood hit me head on, it was very scary. It was almost like an adult fighting a child, and I was the child. It was an adult having no mercy on me and beating me senseless over and over again. The emotional, I could just attest to my emotional hardiness, that I didn't get any deep scars from life treating me that way, and that's probably a lucky thing. But it was just beating me down until I just submitted, and I forfeited my confidence. I forfeited my sense of self-protection because it was so scary, and I just didn't want to deal with it. And so the first lesson I learned about chaotic training is that you have to be attuned to yourself enough to see through the lies that keep you in submission, because the way that evil works, it's not going to be somebody with a gun to your head. It's going to be an old woman whispering into your ear that you can't do this, or it's going to be an innocent looking child pointing out all your flaws innocently, so that in a way that you think you're not taking them seriously enough, and which blows them out of proportion. It's those evil slick ways that disarm you more than the gun in your face. So the first thing to deal with chaotic training is you must be confident in God enough to see through lies that are meant to clip your wings, that are meant to put a thorn in your side, or they're meant to slit your tendons so you can't do anything. And the second thing about chaotic training is that when you get into the arena with people, you have to realize that not everyone here is goodwill. Not everyone here is going to be a helper. Not everyone here is going to tell the truth. And so I'm not saying that you should love any smaller, or you should decrease your trust, but you have to be patient and open-minded enough to take in people's words and their behaviors in a more mature way, so that once you relate and develop relationships with people, you don't allow them to divert you from where God wants you to go. You don't allow them to beat you down with criticisms that aren't coming from a constructive place. You don't allow these people to steal your heart and then throw it away when they get bored with you. You see this coming when you understand that some people are operating at a lower spiritual demand than you are. And I'm not saying that everybody should serve you, or everyone should be nice to you, or everyone should, understand you off the bat. But you have to get wise and patient with people in relationships in order to facilitate a relationship that's going to be mutually fruitful. And the last thing I could say about chaotic training is that it's just, you should want to get to the stage in your life where you could lose half of your paycheck due to an emergency, and you can sit down at the end of the day and laugh again. You can sit down at the end of the day and know that everything's going to be okay. You have no idea how everything's going to work out. You have no idea where your next meal is going to come from. You have no idea when the next time you're going to be with somebody that loves you and that cares for you and looks after you in any capacity. You have no idea how these things are going to be. But if you develop yourself into a powerhouse that can laugh when the opportunity comes, even though your life seems in shambles, that's a symbolic victory and a symbolic attainment of character from chaotic training. So I hope this helps. Thanks.